On April 8, 2024, a remarkable celestial event will unfold across the North American sky, captivating millions with its grandeur, the Great American Eclipse. This total solar eclipse, where the moon moves between the Earth and the Sun, completely blocking out the Sun's light, will transform day into an unforgettable night. What makes this eclipse especially noteworthy is the moon's unusually close proximity to Earth, resulting in a larger apparent diameter and an extended period of totality lasting up to 4 minutes and 28 seconds in locations like Nazas and Torreón in Mexico. As the eclipse traverses North America, spanning Mexico, the United States, and Canada, it offers a rare chance for direct viewing of this celestial phenomenon. Close to 32 million individuals reside within the zone of totality, granting them the opportunity to witness the spectacle simply by opening their windows. However, they won't be alone in experiencing this celestial event. An additional 70 million tourists from Mexico, the United States, and Canada will embark on journeys to reach optimal locations for observation. Beyond the totality zones, the eclipse will offer a captivating sight to people in various other parts of the world, even those far from the narrow band of totality. You are watching Cosmic Discovery Channel. What is special about solar eclipse? Let's understand in detail. The duration of totality will be extended by nearly 2 minutes on average, allowing observers along most of the moon's shadow path to witness the mesmerizing solar corona for over 4 minutes. Furthermore, this time, the shadow will traverse much more densely populated regions of North America compared to the 2017 eclipse. As mentioned earlier, approximately 32 million people reside within the band, where the moon's shadow will pass from southwest to northeast, encompassing cities such as Dallas, Little Rock, Indianapolis, Cleveland, and Buffalo. Additionally, San Antonio, Austin, Cincinnati, and the Canadian city of Montreal will also be touched by the shadow. With millions more living within a short drive, the upcoming event in April has the potential to become one of the most widely observed celestial phenomena in history. Solar eclipses happen when the moon moves between the Earth and the Sun, either partially or completely covering the Sun's disk. Such an event occurs exclusively during the new moon phase, when the moon aligns with the Sun. However, there's a more stringent requirement. All 3 celestial bodies must align almost perfectly. This precise alignment is only achievable when the moon is not only in conjunction with the Sun, but also positioned near a node of its orbit around the Earth. If the moon's orbit were aligned with the ecliptic plane, the Earth's orbital path around the Sun, we would witness a total solar eclipse with every full moon, occurring monthly. However, this isn't the case due to the slight inclination of the lunar orbit relative to the ecliptic. This misalignment prevents the moon from perfectly aligning with the Sun and Earth during each full moon. In practical terms, during conjunction, the moon appears very close to either the north or south of the solar disk as observed from Earth. What's crucial for any type of eclipse, be it partial or total, is for the moon to be passing through one of the points where its orbit intersects with Earth's orbital plane. Only when all these conditions align does the shadow cone created by the Sun's light hitting the moon have the opportunity to touch the Earth's surface, resulting in a portion of it being obscured. When discussing the possibility rather than certainty of a solar eclipse, it's because the length of the shadow cone, which ranges from 367,300 to 379,800 kilometers due to the Earth's orbit's eccentricity, is consistently shorter than the average distance between the Earth and the Moon, which is 384,400 kilometers. This implies that the Moon's shadow can only reach the Earth when our satellite is near its closest point to Earth, known as perigee. What exactly is a solar eclipse? If the Moon's shadow is too short, it results in an annular eclipse. With this explanation, it becomes clear that the portion of the shadow cone that touches the Earth's surface is larger when the Earth-Moon distance is smaller, and the distance between the Moon and the Sun is greater at that moment. For the April 8th eclipse, it coincides with the Moon reaching perigee just 1 day prior, making the apparent diameter of our satellite 5.5% larger than usual. Despite the most favorable conditions, The shadow cone section on Earth never surpasses 267 kilometers in diameter, with an average of 120 kilometers, while the penumbra, indicating where the sun's disk will be partially obscured, extends approximately 6,400 kilometers on average. The width of the shadow is directly linked to the duration of totality, rarely exceeding 7 minutes. Additionally, due to the combined movements of Earth and Moon, the shadow swiftly traverses the Earth's surface from west to east at speeds surpassing 2,000 kilometers per h. Consequently, the path of totality seems to unfold as a narrow dark line across affected regions, sometimes stretching over 15,000 kilometers. The spot where the longest totality duration occurs is known as the point of greatest eclipse. During the solar eclipse on April 8th, Nazas, Mexico, will experience this distinction. Here, the total eclipse will endure for 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Moreover, Nazas boasts the highest likelihood of clear skies compared to other locations along the path of totality. On average, a specific point on Earth experiences a total solar eclipse every 375 years. Across the entire Earth's surface, between 2 to 5 solar eclipses of any kind can be observed in a single year. However, statistics indicate that in 72% of cases, there are only 2 eclipses annually. The maximum duration of totality can extend to 7.5 minutes in extremely rare instances, such as on July 16, 2186, but typically ranges between 2 to 3 minutes. Out of all total eclipses occurring or scheduled from year 0 to year 4000, only 33 exceed 7 minutes. Considering the partial phases as well, the duration of a solar eclipse can surpass 4 hours, with a record being 4.44 hours during the annular eclipse on December 14, 1955. The maximum duration of an annular eclipse is 12.5 minutes. Fantastic! Now that we have all the necessary information, let's dive into the details of the upcoming solar eclipse on April 8, 2024. It will commence its journey over the southern Pacific Ocean, then sweep across Mexico before entering the United States through Texas. From there, it will traverse through Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Even certain parts of Tennessee and Michigan will be fortunate enough to witness this total solar eclipse. After passing through the United States, the eclipse will proceed into Canada, making its way through southern Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Cape Breton. In the United States, totality will begin in Texas at 1327 CDT, Central Daylight Time, and conclude in Maine at 1535 EDT, Eastern Daylight Time, on April 8th. However, if you're not residing within the path of totality, would you like some advice on the best locations to visit for optimal viewing? Sure, let's begin our journey in Mexico, where the moon's shadow will first touch the Pacific coast. The shadow cone will make its initial contact with land near Mazatlan, Mexico, with totality reaching up to 4 minutes and 20 seconds along the central line. Other significant Mexican cities along the path include Torreón and Durango. Mazatlan, nestled in northwestern Mexico, offers an ideal setting to witness the Great American Eclipse. The local astronomical society will establish approximately 10 observation stations along the shoreline facing the Pacific. Each station will provide special glasses for safe eclipse viewing, and astronomers with telescopes will be on hand to enhance your experience. Moving swiftly at a speed of 1,800 kilometers per hour, the shadow will then glide into Texas, gradually enveloping cities such as San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, and Fort Worth. Texas is expected to draw numerous eclipse enthusiasts due to its favorable weather conditions, ample hotel accommodations, and extensive highway network crucial for last-minute transfers to areas with clearer skies. In Dallas, the total eclipse is set to commence at 1340 CDT. Another noteworthy city for experiencing the total solar eclipse is Waco, Texas, where totality will last for 4 minutes and 13 seconds, offering promising chances of clear skies. Waco will host the Eclipse over Texas 2024 event on April 8th. featuring educational activities, telescopes, food trucks, and family-friendly entertainment. Astronomers from Lowell Observatory will also be in attendance. Following Texas, the moon's shadow will journey through Arkansas, passing close to St. Louis. Arkansas presents an appealing opportunity to witness the eclipse, with Texarkana and Little Rock falling within the path of totality. Moving onward to Illinois, Carbondale will have the privilege of experiencing a total solar eclipse once again, starting at 1:59 p.m. CDT, just 7 years after the one on August 21, 2017. In the Midwest, Indianapolis and Cleveland are centrally located in the path of totality. Additionally, in northern New York State, Buffalo and Niagara Falls offer attractive viewing options, despite the tendency for cloudy skies in early April. Key cities situated along the path of totality encompass Indianapolis, Dayton, Toledo, Cleveland, and Akron. Adjacent metropolitan areas within the trajectory include Cincinnati, Detroit, and Pittsburgh. Heavy traffic is anticipated along the route during the early morning hours of April 8, 2024. In the northeastern United States, Niagara Falls is poised to be a favored destination for many, offering a picturesque setting for eclipse enthusiasts and landscape photographers alike. Other cities along the path include Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Burlington, and Presque Isle. Conversely, major urban centers such as New York City, Boston, Washington, D.C., and Philadelphia will be within 300 kilometers of the path of totality, granting a view of only a partial eclipse. While still beautiful, it's undeniable that nothing can compare to the awe-inspiring spectacle of a total eclipse. It's crucial to stress that even being just a kilometer outside the shadow's path can diminish much of the eclipse's enchantment. If the moon doesn't completely cover the solar disk, even a tiny sliver of sunlight can illuminate the sky, preventing phenomena like the majestic solar corona from fully revealing itself. Therefore, the motto for all should be, don't settle, overcome any reluctance and reach the path. The advice is especially pertinent considering that this eclipse will coincide with a period of maximum solar activity. Consequently, the corona will appear significantly larger and more dynamic than it did in 2017. In Canada, Montreal will only experience a fleeting encounter with the path of totality. The path then returns to the United States, crossing northern Maine, an ideal location if weather conditions permit. Afterward, the eclipse path extends to Canada's maritime provinces, encompassing New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland, all cloaked in the embrace of darkness. In Hamilton, the pinnacle of totality, lasting 2 minutes and 27 seconds, will grace the sky at 3:19 p.m. Everything sounds great so far, but what about the looming threat of unfavorable weather? Which areas along the path of totality would be most advisable to steer clear of potential unpleasant surprises after embarking on a journey that might have stretched for several hours to reach the selected destination? While the solar eclipse of 2017 took place at the end of summer, the one in 2024 is slated for spring, unfortunately increasing the likelihood of cloudy conditions. To put it plainly, meteorological prospects fare better in Mexico and gradually become more uncertain as you head towards Canada. In the United States, the most viable solution lies in Texas, ideally as close as possible to the Mexican border. Central Texas still offers relatively favorable conditions, with approximately a 50% chance of clear skies during that period of the year. However, the outlook becomes progressively less promising as you journey northeastward. Simply put, during this time of year, the possibility of cloudy skies cannot be completely discounted. And, as is often the case in life, the best approach to overcoming the fear of disappointment is to face it with resilience and a light-hearted attitude. After all, chasing an eclipse is a venture filled with uncertainty, but it also promises excitement and discovery. Regardless of the atmospheric conditions, the landscape will significantly darken during totality. Even under cloudy skies, the darkened landscape during a total eclipse retains a sense of mystery and primal beauty. The surrounding environment experiences brief yet profound changes. Temperatures notably drop, sometimes rapidly, and there may be behavioral shifts in animals, rain notwithstanding. These phenomena add an extra layer of allure to an already remarkable natural display, captivating the attention of not just astronomers and stargazers, but also nature enthusiasts and those simply curious about the world around them. And here's another thing to note. This eclipse will endure for over 4 minutes. While this may seem lengthy for such an event, once you're amidst it, you'll find the time slips away swiftly, like grains of sand through your fingers. The total solar eclipse of 2024 marks a rendezvous with history, a moment of shared exploration that deeply resonates with the inherent sense of wonder and curiosity within each of us. It presents an occasion to unite with nature and the global community, celebrating the marvels of science and the captivating beauty of the universe that envelops us. So make the most of it. Such moments don't come around often, so make sure to seize the opportunity of this eclipse and try to ask some questions to the universe. What are your thoughts on this? Do let us know and be sure to subscribe to this channel because we consistently bring videos like this on this channel. Also, there are old videos related to the universe available on the channel which you can watch.